a few things that I've started, like putting my ornaments together or keychains, cleaning up some misfits. You're going to hear my dog barking in the background because my roommate's thawing out chicken, and she thinks that if she yells at it enough, it'll just like end up in her mouth. She does the same thing to me. If I'm not eating fast enough, she'll start barking at me like, give me the food since you're not eating it fast enough. So I'm doing a live because anybody who's subscribed to my channel probably has noticed that I haven't posted a video in a few weeks. I have a variety of reasons or excuses depending on your definition of each term. But the two main ones are, sorry, my nose itches. The two main ones being that I want to get all of the outside stuff done before winter hits. Because, like, I want to make sure the garden is prepared for next year. I've had a mound of dirt on my driveway for over a year. A mound of gravel. It's not really, it's, I guess it could be gravel. It's the big rocks, not the little pea gravel. Since probably 6 months ago. Because this is going too in depth probably, but I'm talking to myself, so not a huge deal. Am I gonna be able to see this? Okay. My backyard has, like, I have the driveway and then a 45-degree angle hill that's not a smooth grass hill. It's got like the equivalent of potholes and just unevenness and all that. And then it comes down to my backyard, which is where my garden is. And wheeling a wheelbarrow full of gravel and or dirt down the hill takes a lot out of me. I think it'd be a workout for anybody, to be perfectly honest. But it takes a lot out of me because I have to go slow. Because if you go too fast, then the thing pulls you down the hill. I have to watch where I'm stepping because of the potholes. I don't need to twist my ankle and be yanked down the hill. And the wheelbarrow is just, it's heavy. So, but nonetheless, I have to clean off my driveway, get all that down into the garden, get the dirt boxes where the actual garden stuff is going to be set up. I have to trim the overgrowth around my backyard. Overgrowth, I like to call my privacy fence. It does a better job than a 6-foot privacy fence would, so I'm okay with overgrowth. But when I've lost like 5 feet on either side of the yard and my 63-pound dog disappears when it runs into it, it's a little much. So I have to trim that down. Just everything that has to be done outside, I want to get done before it snows. So that's one main reason. The second is that I have registered for 3 craft shows in November. And that's a lot for someone who's never done a legit craft show. I did a little festival. It was like a little suburb festival. You know how they have like a festival for that area, like a little parade. I guess the anniversary of when it was established or whatever. But it was mostly little kids. So I sold out of my little things, I brought all my earrings. I had like 100+ pair of earrings I made. I had little trinkets. Here, I'll grab some. I'll show you. Oh, sorry, Jax. So these are just a few things. Oh, I forgot to grab mermaid. So little things like this is a bunny, little cat, frog, bear, little ghosts. I like the little ghosts. I'm trying to make a bunch of these. A friend of mine is having a trunk or treat thing, so I figured I'd focus on all Halloween stuff. I'll show you the mermaid. This one needs to be cleaned up. I have little mermaids. I'm trying to get creative on the skin tone. It's hard to get like I think this is like a bronze color, but then it kind of blends into the hair color, so that gets a little difficult. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So I have the first festival I did was for the city thing, and I was selling little trinkets, little boxes, things like that, but it was all kids. They were all teenagers. So I was, oops, well, there went one. I was selling little misfits. So these are little chicks. Can't really see that one, it's dark. Little chicks or dinosaurs. I think I had something else. Little chicks and dinosaurs. I feel like I had a different thing. So I have to replenish. Oh, little bunnies. So I had like 35 of these, and they're gone. So I have to replenish those. But because it was all kids, they weren't buying jewelry and things like that. I did sell two pair earrings, but kids bring $1 bills, so 2 for $1, and that's just what they get. I don't sell things for very expensive. I think the most is $10. So I have the $1, $5, most everything. It's like 90% of what I make is $5. And then there's a few things I sell for $10. Like my, this is only half. I'm not completely done with it, but my hot pads, I have one other layer that I'm going to make and put together, so it's really, really thick. These I sell for 10. I have necklace and earring sets that are 10. I think that's all for 10. Oh, no, the Mickey Mouse Disney shaker keychain. That's 10. Those are pain in the ass, so I didn't feel bad charging $10 for those. I am slightly adjusting some prices for the craft shows. But I mean, $5 I don't feel is too much, considering the product, the hardware, and the time it takes for me to make it. So like my ornaments, they're just simple ornaments, but I think they're cute. And I have silver, $5. But I said the trunk or treat, I'm trying to get all the Halloween stuff done and collected. Sorry, my brain is not with it. So those are two main reasons. I needed to get my outside stuff done, and I needed to start making things for the 3 craft shows. I don't have too high of hopes, but I have a feeling one thing is going to sell out, and then I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to make enough to make up for it. Because most everything I only have 1 mold for. So, and it takes 24 hours to set. So if I sell 10, it'll take 10 days to replenish those 10. Things like these I can replenish pretty easy. They may not be exactly the same. I'm trying to change up the colors. Like I'll have one batch. This is actually a dual color. It's got the red and silver. One batch with red, one batch with silver. I think I have some that are gold. I have a couple blue. I'm trying to change that up. But yeah. I may have to pause my live, not like anybody's here watching or anything. My sister's. So yeah, that's why I haven't posted anything. The 2 main reasons. I mean, there's other reasons. I hurt myself trying to move the gravel down the hill. I was also going through welding school. I did an 8-week welding program. I'm not certified or anything because it takes 3 8-week programs. But I just needed to learn what my dad needed me to do. He has a fence company, and he needed a welder that was relatively reliable and when he needed one. So I said that I would volunteer. So I was doing that. And then he's having me help with building fence more often because he's trying to get all of the jobs done before winter hits so he can hibernate, get everything done before winter hits, and then hibernate for the season. What else? I'm babysitting a little more. My nephew's so freaking cute. Can't get over how cute he is. Like, he's a model baby. And I might be a little biased, but legit blonde hair, blue eye, and I'm talking blue eyes. He's so cute. Sweetheart. I did find a new mold. So I'm going to add these to my little trinkets. Spider mold. I'm going to make more of these for the trunk or treat. I'm going to still have some for the craft shows too, but craft show is in November, so I'm not sure anybody's going to want the spiders. What else? Found another turtle. This one's a little bigger than the original turtle I had. Thought about making this. It turned out with a lot of bubbles, but it kind of looks like snow. I'm going to turn this into a picture holder, you know, with the alligator clip. I use these to hold my signs, but they are for sale for $5 too, so, you know, if anybody shows interest. What else is there? Oh, in case anybody actually watches this. So I have a mold for Alien, but I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't think it'll hang right if I put like a chain on it, but I'm wondering if I should put like a hook on the back, because I don't know if this is supposed to be hung up or like just sit, or put it in a bigger round mold and make it like a plate kind of thing. I don't know. I like it, but that's just because I like those movies. Let's see. Yeah. I did also get, I'm going to try and make some more necklace pendants. No one really looked at the pendants, but I think my setup wasn't really the best. Because I had to cram it on a 6-foot table. And I didn't realize how much crap I had made. I was not aware. Lots of keychains. And of course my sister tells me, no, keychains aren't really in. Well, I like keychains. I'd like them more if I actually carried a purse. I don't like carrying a purse. But like I have those awareness ribbons of varying colors. I have pink and purple and blue, gold, white. I looked up a list of all the awareness colors, and one color can mean 10 different things. So I just picked a few that made sense to me. I am going to try and set up an Etsy store, probably after the craft shows, just because if I overwhelm myself, then it's not going to work. I'm going to try an Etsy store. And then I still don't know how I'm going to do that, though. Anybody that has an Etsy store, if you could give me some tips, that'd be great. Because, like, things, like, if they say they want something blue, you know what I mean? Depending on the shade of the mica powder, the shade of the resin pigment, how much you put in there, all these things will determine what kind of blue you're going to get. So it's not going to be exact. And I don't know. So I don't know if I should make it, take a picture and say I only have like 2 of these of this color, and that's how they choose, or if they should get a list of colors and then, you know, put that disclaimer, colors may vary, shades and hues may vary. I don't know. I am going to have a sign up for the craft show though that says, you know, if you have a specific color or sparkle variant that you want, you can place the order. I have an email. It's jackiescraftsyt@gmail.com. If you have something that you've seen me make, I haven't made a whole lot of things on here, but you know, like if you wanted a specific shade for the spider web keychain, there's a spider that I usually attach to it. That can be different colors. This color happens to be like a yellow color, but so you have that keychain. I have, generally my spiderweb earrings are black, but I made some green with purple and green sparkle, and I can add a spider to that. You know, things like that. Or if they want a mermaid that's a certain skin color, certain hair color. I actually looked up Ariel's sisters because, you know, they were all different. None of the sisters looked the same. I was trying to kind of mimic that, but I don't know, because I have different tail colors, different hair colors, things like that. But anyways, they could email me, say I want a mermaid with brown hair and apricot skin, you know, a purple tail, things like that. Then they can order it through me or through my email. I got set up with Square, so I do take credit cards now. There is a 5, I think it's a 5% tax added to it. So I have Square, I have Venmo, I have Venmo, and then cash, obviously. And then I'd ship it out to them. I think the base shipping cost would probably be like $5, because because they don't weigh too much. Now, if you get like 5 big things, like I've got another new thing. I got a yoga frog. I was excited about this. I love frogs, though. I'm sure not everyone would think that's cool, but and it's not as clear. The mold has a texture, so it shows up cloudier than, say, well, I put stuff in there. Say this. You see how like clean and shiny that looks compared to this? It's because the mold has a texture to it, so you can actually feel the texture. But if you wanted to get something like this and a jar, then that would obviously vary on shipping, because I'd have to probably get a box to ship it. The little things like earrings, ornaments, necklace charms, things like that, those I can put in a bubble wrap mailer and ship it out, no big deal. These things I'd have to get a box, and which I think that they still have flat rate boxes, but the shipping would be more like, $10, depending on the size box that you need. But so yeah, there are all these things. I really didn't want to consider this like a company, because it's not. It's me in my sunroom trying to bring little bits of homemade joy to people. But one of the craft shows, I had to have it said multiple times that the crafter is responsible for presenting a license to sell. So you need the sales, state sales license, something to that effect. So I had to register with the state. Like, they asked for a company name. I'm like, Jackie's Random Crafts. I would have done Jackie's Crafts, but I think I'm going to create a Facebook page at some point. I don't want to, but I feel like that's probably the best way to find crafting shows easier than trying to do search. But Jackie's Crafts was already taken. So, and Jackie's Random Crafts makes more sense anyways, because they are kind of random. But yeah, register with the state, Jackie's Random Crafts. Look at me, I'm official. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so I'm just trying to get my shit together. That's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to gauge how much of what I need to get, but I don't want to not make enough, because, like I said, I have one mold of pretty much everything I'm selling. So it takes a day. Every day I have to do a new set. And I'm also really struggling with the colors. Really struggling, because I always I've said it 100 times, green's my favorite color. So I have like, most of my stuff is green. Green isn't everybody's favorite color. I keep trying to tell myself that. So I have to force myself to do like pink and purple. But then I'm thinking, well, I'm sure someone out there likes orange or yellow or brown. I did make a brown and gold. It was kind of like this. That turned out pretty. The combination turned out pretty. Now, if I just did brown, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I'm winging it. I'm hoping I could at least get something back for what I've... I mean, somebody has to like what I made, right? I do have to say, the first thing that sold at the fair, I sold 2 of these jars. And I didn't think I'd sell either of them, because they were leftover resin jars. So one of them did turn out pretty. One of them had green and purple and gold, I think. So different layers of green, purple, and gold. It looked pretty, kind of Halloween colors. The other one was gold and brown. But yeah, she needed something to hold her bath salts. Now, I told her I wasn't 100% sure if it would degrade the resin. I don't know why it would, but salt does weird things to other stuff. So, but it was $5. I kept everything simple for the first one. Is $5. I think with the amount of resin that this takes, I'm gonna have to up it to $8. And the yoga frog's gonna be $8 because these take almost twice as much resin as, say, the little ghost or the mermaid. So, just, I don't know. I guess I automatically assume nobody's going to want it. And then, like, I don't want to charge too much and crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. But that's where I'm at. Oh, see? Had an ADD moment. I bought some new molds for necklaces where you can do layers. So you do like one layer is like gold, like sand, kind of like a beach scene. So you do sand, let it sit, put it in the other one, and then you fill the rest with blue, like ocean. It turns out really pretty, according to the pictures. I haven't tried it yet. I'm a little nervous, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. So, what else was there? I don't know if I'm going to have any new videos up. I'll try. Maybe I'll do a video for me doing this necklace charm. I do have other new things that I haven't shown you yet. I don't think I've shown you any of these, but it's really just taking the pick, putting it in the little spaces, and then pouring it on top. It's really nothing special. That is super easy. Maybe I'll show you the mermaid. I don't remember if I showed the mermaid. That does take a little effort. I don't know. I got some bigger molds. Oh, I bought this size mold. They're supposed to be like coasters. One, I still have yet to show alcohol ink because I still don't know how to use alcohol ink. But I have a plethora of colors, so I really should probably do that. Anyways, make these, wait for it to set enough to be malleable, take them out, and then put them in a bowl. So you make a bowl, a resin bowl with the colors and the glitter and all that. And another thing I mentioned 100 times about the shelf, you know, don't worry, I'm not wasting resin, I'm making it into a shelf. I finished the shelf. Let's see if it falls apart. So this was my leftover resin shelf. All the shelves are different colors, different shades, and then I used UV resin to put the thing, or basically glue it together. That's the big size. There's 2 other sizes that came in the kit. 3 4 shelves and then 3 shelves. Only problem is you get 1 shelf, so you can only make 1 shelf at a time. So if you want it all to be the same color, highly unlikely that that's going to happen. So I finished that. So now any leftover resin that I have, if I can't fit it all into a little misfit, then I'm putting it in a pyramid. Because the last time I did that, it turned out really cute. But that's that. Let's see, what else we got? I think that's pretty much. Oh, I got a mold for gummy bears. It's really cute. I know I have a couple already made. Oh, gummy bears. So I'm going to make these into earrings. Now, I don't know if I should. I don't know how I'm going to make them into earrings, basically, because the hooks that I use for like the little mushrooms is really bulky, and I feel like it would take away from the cuteness if I use that. Because I think the post dangle would probably be best. I think the hook angle would be too low. Why are you barking? But I have little wires that, oh my goodness. Hold on just a second. Okay. I have like these wire things. Okay, so these are the little hooks that I'm talking about. So I drill a hole, and then plug it in there. That seems really big. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to focus very well, but it seems really big. But I have these things that are actually made for earrings, but I think they're made for like bead earrings. So if I drill a hole all the way through, it looks like a pin, a needle. So if I drill a really small hole all the way through, which I have the drill bits for that, and then glue it going all the way through, you gonna focus? And it'll stick out that much, and then I can loop it and put it on the thing. The only problem is making sure that I drill the line, a straight line. So, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I think those will look cute though. So, I'll have gummy bears, I'll have little frogs and mushrooms for the fun dangle earrings. And they didn't look through the post earrings, but again, I think it was just the display. I have better displays now. I have little twirly things with the hooks. So I think when people can see it better, that draws their attention, and then they'll actually want to look into it. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. And I'm not making any promises on whether I'm going to post any videos. I want to, but even if I do, I asked to be verified, I think is what it's called, on my channel. And it said most anyone that posts for longer than a couple months regularly gets verified. Because I put the links in the description and the links don't work. And I had been doing it for like, I don't know, 7 months straight. at least 7 months. I'm sure it was more than that, but I'm gonna just go on the low side. 7 months straight, every weekend, I was posting something, and still wasn't verified. But it's also YouTube, and YouTube has issues. So, I sent an email that went nowhere, I'm sure. But I don't know. So if you guys have anything you want me to show you, like if you want to see the stuff I made, what I'm selling at the craft show, the price, like I said, most everything is $5. I just have a handful of things that are either less or more. I think I have the little misfits. Those are $1. And then I have a couple things that I upped to $8. So the yoga frog and the big jar, because I have little jars, little heart-shaped jar. They're kind of like bowls, but they're not round bowls. Like one's a crown, one looks like a crown, another one has a pretty design into it. Those are $5 because they're pretty simple. It's the bigger things that are $8. And then the earring and necklace set and the Mickey Mouse shaker keychain. Those are $10. And the crochet hot pad, $10. So I wouldn't say that I'm expensive by any means. Because it's really frustrating going to a craft show. And now, don't get me wrong, I understand why they do it. Crocheting takes forever. That hot pad takes minimum 2 hours. It takes an hour for each side and then to sew the pieces together. For materials, yeah, you can only get one full side out of one skein. So you may have extra, but it's not enough to make another full side. So basically one skein makes one side. And each skein is $3. Unless you get it on clearance or something. A few of them I was able to find on clearance, or they came in a clearance bucket, but most of them I had to go find the specific colors, because it was one of those, I found it at the thrift store or on clearance, found one, and then I had to find the other color, because I always do an ombre or a mix color, like red, white, and green, because I figured I have to have Christmas crap. Red, white, and green, so the other side will be red. I found the ombre, I got the ombre on clearance, but I had to pay full price for the red. So, and one skein only makes one side. So this cost, or the full hot pad, cost $6 in product, 2 hours in work to make it, and I'm charging $10. So I basically give myself $2 an hour. But it just didn't make sense. So I understand why people charge, $50 for a small crochet amigurumi. I understand it, because it took a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. It may have only taken a couple skeins, but it takes a lot of time. So, but I couldn't. I had contemplated $15, and then my mom's like, no, that's too much. And then she turns around and says, how much did the product cost? And then work in the hourly. I'm not going to charge, $10 an hour, $20 an hour. That's asinine. This thing would cost $50. No one's going to pay that. That's not going to happen. So I'm comfortable with $10. So long as I can get paid back for the product and then make enough to put back into the company. I use that term very loosely. for like, gift bags and thank you stickers, and eventually I'd like to get little business cards. That way when someone buys something, I can put it in the bag, and then they know who to contact if they want more, or if someone says, oh, that's cute, and they can be like, here's the email. That kind of thing. I don't know. See anything else? I think that's all. Yep. Just trying to make it through, guys. Just trying to make it through. Do things that I enjoy doing. Now, I don't know if any of you know this. None of you probably know this. I'm not full-time employed or anything. The things I do, let's see, I babysit, I work on fence. Eventually I'm going to start the welding. I was going to class. There was something else. Well, people randomly call me up and ask to help. I'm a helper at this point. It's not full-time hours, full-time pay by any means, but I've always said I like knowing that I'm helping somebody. If I don't feel like I'm helping somebody in a job that I have, I don't want that job. It doesn't matter if they give me a raise or how much I make. It's never been about the money. It's always been about, am I helping? So that's why I even started this, was just to kind of keep my sanity, but also help other people with their crafting. Anybody can craft. You can do anything you put your mind to. I think the only time there might be a little struggle is if you have some kind of physical disability. But even then, you could paint. You know what I mean? Painting isn't, especially if you're doing like abstract stuff, does not require a specific stroke to do the whole painting. So long as it is helping you and bringing you joy and you think it looks pretty, that's all that matters. That's really all that matters. Find something that brings you that inner peace, because I can tell you, people are going crazy nowadays. Done lost their marbles, done lost their morals, done lost a lot of things. So, well, that's all I got. That's it. I'll try and think of something to post. I don't know when it'll be posted. I can't promise it'll be posted next week. I can't promise anything. But I will see what I got. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see, if you saw something I made and you like it, then drop a comment or a message. That's fine. You can email me. If you want me to make you something, that works too. I don't have the Etsy store set up, but I can obviously take orders through email. That's not a huge deal. I guess that depends on how much you trust security of an email with, like, your address and things like that. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope you guys have a good rest of your summer. It still feels like summer. It does not feel like fall. I see the trees are kind of starting to change colors, but it feels like summer right now. It's beautiful outside. And yeah, stay safe. Don't go around crazy people. Try to avoid those people. Stay safe and stay healthy, and Have a good start to the holiday season. Got Halloween coming up. I don't know if you consider that a holiday. Halloween and then Thanksgiving and Christmas right around the corner. Although Christmas stuff has been up for at least 3 months in Hobby Lobby. I think they started putting Christmas stuff up in June. I'm like, guys, there's other holidays in between. You missed a whole season. There's a whole season in between. But so be it. Thanks for joining me. Or no one joined me. But thanks for watching this. If you needed some mind-numbing something to listen to, drop me a comment. Maybe throw me a like. Hi to the new subscribers. If you like random crafts, or you want me to try a new craft and want to see me post it, hit the subscribe button. I'm always open for suggestions. I have not received any suggestions. No one suggests anything, so I'm really flying by the seat of my pants. It truly is Jackie's Random Crafts. Whatever pops into my brain. I would have shown I'm really hoping that I can get the garden started next year and then show you guys. But yeah. Oh, I want to show you my little, I think he's still out there. I'm going to show you my little frog friend. Okay, so this little guy showed up the other day. Yesterday, to be exact. Let's see if he's still there. Oh yeah, he is. Say hi, little Mr. Toad. And he put himself there. I didn't squish him, he put himself there. So, alrighty. Have a good rest of this summer, and I guess I'll talk to you guys later.